Good morning, all of you. As you all remember, we are continuing with class 5, Flying Together. And Flying Together, as you all remember, it is a very short story that was adapted from the Panchatantra. It is the story about the wild geese who were living in the forest, and the wise old geese among them, it is telling to cut the creeper which is growing at the end of the tree, but the young geese, they are not listening, and what they are doing is they are not cutting the creeper. The creeper finally grows to be thick and strong, and a hunter climbs the tree and tries to catch these wild geese. At that time, the other birds, they are very sad, and they request this wise old bird to help them, and the wise old bird in turn tells them an idea and asks them to lie as if they are dead. When the hunter comes, all the birds, they lie as if they are dead. The hunter throws all the birds, and when the last bird falls on the ground, all the birds, they fly away together. In this way, they escape the death. So let us continue with the further part of the story. And we had completed the story, and we had started the grammar section, and we had discussed previous classes. We had discussed about the question answers of this chapter, and then we had also studied uh, about the story of the ant and dove, and we had tried to answer the questions from that story. Then we had written some new words, and we had written some prepositions. We had studied how to make prepositions, right? So let us continue with the next part of today's class. So today we are going to start from page number 38. Fill in the blanks given below with the question words. Where do you live? Example is given here. Next one, you see, dash do you play? Dash do you get up? Dash do you have for breakfast? Dash do you go to school? Dash do you like best in the school games, art or music? Dash is your birthday. Dash do you want for your birthday? So let us answer these questions. So let us try to answer these questions. First one, when do you play? And you can also ask, what do you play? Second, what time do you get up? Third, what do you have for breakfast? Fourth, when do you go to school? Fifth, what do you like best in the school? Games, art or music? Sixth, when is your birthday? Seventh, what do you want for your birthday? So let us move towards the next part. Now let's move towards question number 6, page number 39 of your textbook. You can see two clouds. In the first cloud it's written, well, there is no hurry. The creeper is very small. It would be a pity to destroy it now. Who said this? Yes, the geese said this. Next cloud you see. So this is where the wild geese live. Who said this one? So the hunter said this. So the first question you can see, who said this? So you can write there, the geese first cloud. In the second cloud, the answer is the hunter. So 2 lines are there. On each line, you have to write the correct answer. Second question you see. To whom was it said? The wise bird. So this is where the wild geese live. To whom was this said? To himself. The hunter said that to himself. So the answer is to himself. When was it said? First cloud. When was it said? It was said before the hunter came to catch them. And second cloud, when was it said? When the hunter came to the forest. Okay. So next, there it is written. You have to draw pictures of the speakers of the above line. Space is there in the textbook. If you can, please draw the pictures. Next, moving to page number 40. First one, there are some proverbs. So what are these proverbs? Proverbs are short, wise sayings. Okay. So these are very short sayings and wise sayings. For example, look before you leap. What does this mean? This means that we should think carefully before we take any action. Here are some popular English proverbs. Read them aloud together and discuss what each could mean. Old is gold. So what can be the meaning of this? Second one, as you sow, so shall you reap. Third one, unity is strength. Fourth one, united we stand, divided we fall. Fifth one, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So let us look what could be the possible meanings. Old is gold. What can be the meaning? Old things do not get waste with time. They become more precious to us. Second one, as you sow, shall you reap. It means your actions, whether good or bad, will repay you in the same manner. Suppose you want to grow a plant. What do? You sow the seed, correct? If you take care of the seed properly, the seed will grow into a plant and the plant will give you flowers. Okay. But if you don't take care of the plant, will it grow? No. It may grow if only by chance. Otherwise it won't grow. So, if you do a good work, you will get the result as good. If you do a bad work, you will get the bad result. Unity is strength. Meaning is, when there is unity, people act together by being one, which easily solves all the problems. Fourth one, united we stand, divided we fall. Means when people are united, it is very difficult to destroy them. Fifth one, a friend in need is a friend indeed. The friend who shows up in your need or trouble is your true friend. That means if you are in some trouble and your friend comes and helps you, you escape out of the trouble, then he is your real friend. Next, let us move towards the next part. Look at the proverb, all's well that ends well. Discuss what you mean. Can you think of events or happenings in life where this proverb can be used? Write down your story or the event, then read the paragraph to your neighbor. This is a possible answer. You can make your own answers. So, the meaning of this word. Okay. So the meaning of the word all's well that ends well is, even if the result of your difficult time is happy, then it can pay the difficult situation you went through. An example that relates to this proverb: when you pass your examination with good score, even when you were suffering from bad health. Okay, so all's well that ends well. Okay, so you can write your own story for this event. Okay, let's move further. This work is not from your textbook. This is an individual work. So please take a note to write this in your English notebook. Fill in the blanks with suitable prepositions from the help box. Some prepositions have been given in the bracket: of, on, in, at, into, between, to, with, from, along. Look at the questions. My father is dash home. Second, the doctor is dash duty. Third, the table is made dash wood. Fourth, the sun is shining dash the sky. Fifth, the frog jumped dash the well. Sixth, he is going dash school. Seventh, divide this apple dash Manya and Harry. Eighth, he fell dash the ladder. Ninth, the woodcutter cut the wood dash an axe. 10th, he walked dash the road. Look at the answer. My father is at home. The doctor is on duty. The table is made of wood. The sun is shining in the sky. The frog jumped into the well. He is going to school. Divide this apple between Manya and Harry. He fell from the ladder. The woodcutter cut the wood with an axe. He walked along the road. Further, write opposites for this following: strong, forget, wise, wild, young, begin, carefully, dead. Let us look at the answers. Strong, opposite is weak. Forget, opposite is remember. Wise, opposite is fool. Wild, domestic. Young, old. Begin, end. Carefully, careless. Dead, alive. So one more short question. You have to fill in the blanks using the words from the help box. Smallest bird, national bird of India, flightless bird, the bird with the biggest egg, an aquatic bird, the wisest bird, the bird that does not make its own nest. So let us look at the answer. Smallest bird is hummingbird. National bird of India is peacock. Flightless bird is emu. The bird with the biggest egg is ostrich. An aquatic bird is duck. The wisest bird is owl. The bird that does not make its own nest is cuckoo. So with this we are ending today's class. Thank you all of you.